Fabrizio Romano. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. It's starting. It's starting, ladies and gentlemen. It's here again, once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed links between Bayern and Konrad Laimer. Now, we were linked to Laimer last summer, I guess. This summer, you know what I mean. A few months ago, he was supposed to be at Bayern, but Leipzig rejected our transfer offer. They wanted 30 million. We were offering 20 million or something like that. And Laimer had a year left on his contract, hence why Leipzig were happy with a low fee. So now we're getting him on a free. You can sign him starting in January. So it looks like Bayern are doing everything. So Laimer will leave RB Leipzig after he accepted to stay in the summer. I mean, you got to respect Laimer. You know, he's a guy that really wants this Bayern move. He's very motivated about joining Bayern. What are my actual thoughts on this? Well, Laimer's a good player, right? He can add an element to our game that we may need at some point. He could be a really good option coming off the bench. I think he's certainly better than Sabitzer as a complete midfielder. I don't think he can play as a specialist CDM. So what he gives us is basically what Goretzka gives us, but with just more pace and less technical ability. That's it. He's also injury prone. I'm starting to notice. Konrad Laimer picked up a huge injury last season, started this season well, and then picked up another big injury. So that's already a point of concern. He starts games for Leipzig. He's their main man. But yeah, he had an ankle injury in 2021 from like August 2020 all the way to April 2021. He had muscular problems, and this is happening often. So is this really a player we should be busting our knees for? He's been out so far for 112 days since September. I mean, it's a free transfer, so you can't go wrong with that. Also, he has resale value. If he comes to Bayern and shows glimpses of quality, and maybe we don't need him, you can always sell him because he's only 25. So when he's 28, someone's going to want him somewhere. So it's not the worst transfer ever. But at the same time, I'm looking at the grand scheme of it. We have Gravenberch, who is working hard to try to make a name for himself in this team. Nagelsmann isn't giving him the play time nor the trust to prove himself. He did it in preseason, but after preseason, Sabitzer just took over. And then Goretzka came back from injury, just made his way into the team. And Gravenberch is just sitting there like, come on, man, I was a Holland midfielder, and now I can barely make the squad. I'm begging to make the Holland team. So it is unfortunate that it will definitely affect Gravenberch's development. I hope Gravenberch isn't being planned as a number 10 because that would be stupid. Gravenberch is a number 8. Laimer is a number 8. He's a pressing midfielder. He has a lot of energy in his game. I don't know. Boys, what do you think about this? Get pizza out. Martinez, yo, we do need a destroyer. I would not mind a destroyer midfielder. Laimer is not that. He's an energetic CM, like he's a central midfielder. He's not a central defensive midfielder, someone like Tchouaméni or Casemiro who specialize in that role. He won't break up play. He's more of a pressing guy. He's literally a Nagelsmann player. Technically efficient and super hardworking. That's what it is. He has that Austrian engine German hybrid in him. That's what he's going to give us. The cool thing about signing Laimer is he's Bundesliga proven, if you want to think about that. But I don't really know any other benefits apart from he's coming in and he knows the league. He knows Nagelsmann. There's no other, imagine if Nagelsmann wasn't our coach. Would we ever be looking at Laimer? I don't think so. I think this is just the manager's request. He's probably one of those players that was the teacher's pet at Leipzig. He hung out with Nagelsmann. they sat together and talked about philosophy and skateboards and the hip stuff. He might just be a really good part of Nagelsmann's puzzle. If that's what the manager wants, then yeah, maybe he can add a different freshness to our game. He can make our team more pressing, I guess. Maybe with Thomas Müller dropping to the bench and competing with Choupo-Moting for the starting striker spot because he can no longer compete with Jamal Musiala, who's a superior player at the moment. Maybe with Muller's energy being taken out, his pressing energy, we can have someone like Laimer, if he's available, play a similar sort of role where he's just all over the place, pressing with pace, intensity, and brings that edge to our game. Maybe that's what it is, the edge of physicality. I don't even think Laimer is super physical. He commits a lot of fouls. He gets into a lot of duels. He's a duel-winning machine. He presses high. And then he's very fast. His pace is good. But the problem is injuries, man. Injuries. I don't like the fact that 2 major injuries in just the last year. Last 2 years since 2020. Boys, being out for 242 days to an ankle fracture, now to a syndesmotic ligament tear, 112 days, missing 15 games. He missed 43 games for Leipzig with the ankle injury, missing 5 games to a muscular problem from October 14th, 2021 to November 1st, 2021, missing 2 games November 4th, 2021 to November 22nd, 2021, December 16th, 2021 to January 3rd, 2022 with a medial collateral ligament injury. And then this season, August 1st, August 15th, he had an ankle problem that kept him out for 2 games, 14 days. I don't know. Is he reliable? Like, we don't need another injury-prone midfielder. We have Goretzka, who's injury-prone, sort of. I think over the last maybe year and a half, he picked up more injuries. I don't know why. Must be the steroids he's injecting into his body. Yeah, man, I don't know. Boys, what are your thoughts? Let me read them. Musiala pressing stats aren't that bad. Well, Musiala is a presser in terms of, like, he presses with the team. He's not like Messi, who just walks around. But he's not a pressing machine like Müller, I wouldn't even want Musiala pressing like that. I want him, being the guy to pick up the ball after someone else pressed and won it back so he can start the counterattacks. I'd love that. What's the point of buying Gravenberch? I don't know either now. Schlager is Claire. I will be honest. Xavier Schlager. My stocks are high. Bro, I told you all about Schlager. I was like, this guy's passing is very clean. He's really efficient technically, and he reads the game well. He's really interpreting that CDM role, that pivot role for Leipzig. I don't know why his transfer value went down on Transfermarkt. He's 25, and yeah, I think honestly he's one of the better midfielders in this league. His progressive passing is beautiful, man. I think Schlager is better on the ball than Laimer for sure. I think Laimer is just a pressing machine. I think you would have a midfield of Schlager and Laimer and not pick between the two for the same position. You'd have to put them together. They would get the most out of each other. Laimer would allow Schlager to be on the ball more deeper. And then if he loses it, press. And then Laimer's technical deficiencies and his abilities on the ball can be basically clouded and covered by Schlager's superb ability. It's a good partnership at Leipzig. I think Laimer isn't going to be competing with Kimmich for sure. It's going to be Goretzka, Sabitzer. I think Gravenberch might be competing with Kimmich in a little way because they both have. I think Gravenberch can play deeper. If I'm being honest, I don't think Kimmich is better than him physically. So he can hold his own as a lone in a double pivot as a deeper line playmaker. It's the defending that we're worried about. But Kimmich sometimes doesn't give us the defending. Goretzka needs to cover up a lot of space. So it's going to be interesting, man. Let's see what happens. Leon Goretzka or Sabitzer. Goretzka's levels above Sabitzer. Don't even, let me ban you. Let me block you, man, for even suggesting Sabitzer's in the same equation. Marcel Sabitzer is a very bang average footballer. And he'll probably get sold, to be honest. I don't know. Look, beginning of the season, Sabitzer was playing well. He was adding balance to our team. That was the word. He's a balanced player. He adds something that something else adds, and he's balanced. Yeah. And then people actually thought about the game and saw that, oh my gosh, he's very technically deficient in big games, right? Against Barcelona, competing against Pedri, he was miles below Pedri's level. Kimmich could keep up because Kimmich can control the ball, he can control the game, slow it down, speed it up, kind of like how Pedri does. But Sabitzer was just trash. He was getting beaten everywhere, falling to the ground. And whenever he was on the ball, he wouldn't ever make any incisive passes that alleviated pressure. So he was always getting pressed. And they knew he was a weakness. So Livakovic or Newbel? Well, Bayern have still not contacted Newbel, according to Florian Plettenberg, who I trust. The club's bosses are considering different solutions. They don't prefer an expensive plan B at this stage. Monaco want to keep Newbel. His name was intensely discussed at the weekend. I think it's a stupid mistake to not bring Newbel back now. It might just be to save money. Wait, if it cost us more money to get our own player back from loan than it would to get a new player, the world's going weird. I don't understand that. Like Monaco, yeah, they lose their number one, but he's our player. We own him. We own the rights to him. We just borrowed him or lended him to you, and you're paying his wages for the most part. But I'm sure why didn't we have a clause that, we could bring him back anytime? I guess Monaco would have probably never agreed to that. And Monaco is a higher level club for a goalkeeper to go on loan and start there. How many clubs can Newbel go to loan to and just start? Most clubs want a number one that they can trust for years. Upamecano has a sore throat and didn't train with the French national team. His participation in Wednesday's semifinal against Morocco shouldn't be in doubt at this stage. So it looks like Upa caught the cold. He caught that nice little Qatari cold. And it's funny because we call it a cold, but technically you don't even have to be cold to get it now. Look at Qatar, man. Isn't it like 90 degrees at all times? Dude, Qatar only has 2.9 million people? Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, it's like 68 degrees now in Qatar, and it's nighttime. So, come on, man. Wait. There's a Texas A&M University in Doha? Bruh, that's kind of funny. There's a Texas University in Qatar. That's just hilarious. That was so random. I typed Doha, Qatar, to see the weather, and I see Texas has a university there. Texas is really taking over. Musiala replacing Muller, Newbel replacing Muller, Tau maybe replacing Levy. This really is a transition season for us. Well, I wouldn't say it's a transition season because it's not like, we're transitioning from Muller to Musiala. It's more like Musiala just is playing better. I get your point. In a literal way, it is a transition because we're moving from player to player. That makes sense. Here's a comment. George, thoughts on Amrabat? Dude, you're funny. No. You're hilarious. Guess what I was just looking at on Transfermarkt? Oh my gosh. This is what I was literally just looking at. I clicked on Twitter and I saw his name. And I looked him up on Transfermarkt. I can multitask, talk while searching things. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's doing a good job in that pivot, but he's not a world-class player. Like, bro, come on. There's a reason he's at Fiorentina, not Real Madrid. He's good. He's good at holding that pivot down. He's He's better than any CDM we have in terms of like defending. And he's decent on the ball, but like I'm not gonna put too much into that. We're signing Laimer. That's who we're getting. I mean, to be fair, Spurs and Liverpool look interested. Dude, it's one of those players, man. The World Cup just clouds people's judgment. All of a sudden, like everyone that scores is the best player ever. It's weird. People were saying Allison, best goalkeeping performance I've ever seen. Recency bias, man. The World Cup just inflates everyone's value. Look at Upamecano. No one rated him until this World Cup. So I love that. I mean, it's a great benefit to us. Also, people just started underestimating Kimmich again because he didn't really like shine. I mean, he did good things like ball progression, but overall, like it wasn't a shining, kind of like a Bayern performance. He didn't have that. Mazraoui is expected to start Wednesday against France after having missed the quarterfinals against Portugal with illness. Yes, now I want Morocco to get to the final. I'll be honest, man, I don't really care about Morocco. I know everyone's like the underdogs. Bro, come on. I'm trying to watch Mbappe Messi, bro. Like let my dream happen. Let my GOAT Messi obliterate Mbappe in the final. That sounds better, doesn't it? Does that not sound better? Mbappe was absolutely obliterated by Lionel Messi. But now I gotta watch Morocco defend. Bro, I don't like that football, man. I want to see goals. But no, I'm proud of them. Like, I got them African roots in me. So good to see Morocco doing their thing. Oh my gosh, I just realized Morocco's literally only a few hours from Spain. No, it's probably like 2 seconds. Dude, they could just build a bridge. That's crazy. I never realized how close Morocco was to Europe. Oh my gosh. Tunisia is super close to Italy. For some reason, because I live in America, everything seems further away. When you actually look at it, look how close Morocco is closer to Spain than it is to Egypt. That would never really cross your mind, would it? That's crazy. Bayern has Mazraoui, Stanisic. For me, Pavard and Bonassar would leave. What do you think? Yeah, man, I wouldn't mind Pavard leaving this team. I don't rate Pavard anymore. There's a reason he's not starting for France and Koundé is, because Koundé is a superior footballer. Oh my. Talks between Bayern's management and Livakovic have began. Wow, okay. All right. That's from Plattenberg, boys. That's from Plattenberg. So here we go. It might be happening. Obviously, so we're buying. So Nubel's never going to play for Bayern. Effectively, that's what that means. He's never going to play for Bayern. I mean, Livakovic is a good player, but this is recency bias, man. He's 27. He's a decent goalkeeper. It's probably his dream to play for a club like Bayern. Ah, man. I'm not too happy with that. I think he's good. He's showing his level, but what do we buy Nubel for, man? What was the point of signing Alexander the Great Nubel? Why did we sign him? Why do we pay his wages for a few months? Are we just going to keep loaning him to Monaco? His contract expires in like 2025, right? Because I remember he signed a 5-year deal in 2020. Dude, so he's just never going to play for... I mean, if there was a time to come in and replace Neuer, it'd be now. I get it. Livakovic now means we have a really good backup goalkeeper who can start when it matters and perform in the key moments. But at the same time, it's like, couldn't Nubel get that opportunity? Maybe Nubel's agent, maybe Nubel isn't rated by now. Bro, how do you not rate a goalkeeper? I mean, it's not like Nubel has an error in his game that we know about. He hasn't done anything wrong. He does well for Monaco. He makes saves all the time. But I guess it's just one of those things where maybe he's like, I want to be the first team choice goalkeeper after I play. I want to start every game. Maybe that's like his new goal. Maybe he thinks if he comes to Bayern, it's like his time now. Neuer's never going to go into the team. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Maybe Livakovic is willing to just come in as a back. I don't know, man. But Dynamo Zagreb, aren't they in the Europa League? Losing their first choice goalkeeper would suck, right? Let's see what happens. Let's see. He is a good goalkeeper. We haven't got to judge him for much. He is. There's no question that he's a good goalkeeper, but it's just the circumstance we're signing him. Oh, man. Hey, guys, Davies and Musiala are on vacation together. How awesome is that? Oh, man. Nah, if Monaco don't want to let Newbell come back to Bayern, Newbell should go to Monaco and say, this is my last chance and my only chance probably to play for Bayern Munich. Please let me go. And if Monaco don't let you go, you just say, well, I can't play for you. Like, and Monaco is going to be a professional club. They're not like some weird idiots that don't understand playing for Bayern Munich is significantly greater than playing for Monaco. They're going to understand. They're going to just say, all right, we'll take $2 million from Bayern and we'll let you go. Or, you know what would be smart? If Newbell paid out his loan. Newbell could, dude, he would be a Bayern hero forever. You know, players do that all the time, right? Matisse Tell, everyone's talking about how we're paying him $66,000 a week. Well, no one's actually adding the context that his agency paid for part of his release fee, for part of his transfer fee. So technically, he's just paying. We're paying him higher wages, and that's because his agency paid for some of his transfer fee. It makes sense. It's a business agreement. But $66,000 a week is nothing for Bayern Munich. I mean, that's barely any money. Now, if I was Newbell, I'd talk to my agent. I'd be like, hey, look, I want to play for Bayern. Even if I play for Bayern for 5 months and never play for Bayern again, I can at least say I played for the team I went to, and not just be that guy that was always on loan and eventually moved to some lower level team or something. Because if you wait at Monaco for another year, you're not going to impress as much as if you played well for Bayern. And imagine if Newbell has a great 5 months, last portion of the season, takes us to a Champions League final at least. That's the bare minimum this season, the way we're playing. We should be final contenders. We should be favorites. I mean, Xavi himself said Bayern Munich are favorites alongside Man City every year. But yeah, if he can have that on his CV that I took Bayern Munich to a Champions League semifinal and I started in the round of 16s against PSG and I performed great against Messi and Mbappe in the Champions League for Bayern, when that 5 months end, right? And Neuer comes back, and Neuer is going to be the starter anyways. You could easily get a good move to maybe a Spurs. Spurs are trying to get rid of Hugo Lloris. Get a move to Spurs. Get a move to a team that needs a goalkeeper. Maybe Juventus lose Szczesny. They need a good goalkeeper. And now you got a nice little top-level move. Newbell should be paying his own release from Monaco, right? He should be trying everything in his power to leave Monaco and come to Bayern Munich and start half our games. Half our games, dude. Come on, man. And it's a guaranteed start. You should be begging right now, because this is, bro, you're going to be playing for Monaco and your career is just going to die away. You're going to be that one guy that could have been. Kane or nobody? George, who do you rate more, Pedri or Bellingham? It's going to be Pedri. Yeah, Pedri is, well, here's the thing, right? That's actually a better comparison than Pedri and Musiala or Musiala and Bellingham. People compare, Musiala is a forward. He's a Messi-esque player. The guy gets assists and goals. He's top of our list for goals and assists for Bayern in the Bundesliga. And I think in the Champions League too. So he doesn't have a Champions League goal yet. He has 2 assists though. So, one against Barcelona. So you can't compare him to players like Bellingham. Musiala can do the midfield role, but you don't get the best out of him. His role is take players on, create chances, create goals, score, play beautiful football higher up the pitch. Tight space control. I don't think Pedri can do what Musiala does inside the box, around the box. I don't think Pedri can do that, nor should he, because he's a better footballer away from the box. He's a controller, like Bellingham should be. I think Pedri is superior to Bellingham in his technical ability, but I think Bellingham it offers more as a central midfielder than Pedri would. Pedri kind of needs someone else to be like a Gavi to do the pressing and to do the fighting. Bellingham can fight for himself. He can defend, whereas Pedri is just a controller. He's a pure footballer. Not to say Pedri can't put in a foot here and there and make a tackle, but he's not going to be better than Bellingham at it. So I would prefer Bellingham. If I could have a team, I would literally have Musiala as my winger. No, but he wouldn't really be a winger. He'd start on the left wing, but I'd give him the Messi freedom because he's that kind of guy. He can just move anywhere and change the game. He can go to the right wing, and he's so two-footed where he could play anywhere. Like he could just do what Messi does, just stand, walk around. In the 10, I'm going to have Florian Wirtz, right? Musiala is going to have the freedom to do whatever he wants. Wirtz is going to be dropping deep, bro. And then I'd have Pedri. Bro, I'm not even, no defenders are coming to my team. I'd have Bardio and Upamecano. Bro, I'm not, bro, there's no defending in my team. I'm telling you, boys. It's just ultra attacking. Imagine Wirtz, Musiala, Pedri, bro. I'd lose my mind, man. I'd lose my mind. When Barcelona inevitably goes bankrupt, I want Pedri, bro. I want Pedri. When they go insolvent, like FTX, that nice little scam, I want Pedrinho, bro. I want him. And I want Florian Wirtz I want Florian Wirtz at Bayern if it's not at the expense of Paul Vanner. I want Paul Vanner to get his opportunity. Wirtz came back. Come on, boys, back. Florian Vitinho. What the heck did I write? Livakovic. Bring back Newbow and buy Livakovic. Livakovic. Is that autocorrect? Nah. Your team's going bankrupt. Wirtz and Musiala in a team is sex, bro. It is. But, Paul Vanner got some too. Paul Vanner is going to have to, bro. You know what's sad about Bayern? We have so many technically gifted youngsters that end up being at trashed clubs. We need to start doing what Chelsea do a little bit. Loan players out. Loan them, man. Loan them earlier. Like Vidovic should have never. Bro, the kid's 18 now. Gabriel Vidovic. He's playing for Vitesse. 10 games in. 1 goal. I mean, Vitesse isn't a great club, but, you would, according to some Vitesse fans, Vidovic doesn't put his all into it. Like he's kind of just there. He doesn't work for every single tackle and try to do everything. That's the sad part, man. That's the sad part. So I hope Vidovic, players like him, just start like trying it more. Just start pushing harder and harder to try to get goals and assists and things like that. So get Vidovic. I mean, you remember Oliver Batista Maya? Bro, what happened to him, bro? He was Brazilian. He's 21. Now he plays for Dynamo Dresden in Croatia, right? No, that's a freaking German thing. Bro, is that like 5th division? Oh my gosh. I think that's in the 3rd Bundesliga. Is he on loan? Tell me he's on loan, bro. Oh my gosh. No, permanent transfer. 300K. He has 1 assist. Bro, come on. He has started no games. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This stinks, dude. Boys, this stinks. This is terrible. Our academy is just, remember frickin' Lucas Mai? Oh my gosh. That dude was always on the bench. He's 22 now. He's playing for FC Lugano. Bro, in the Swiss league, like, why do we have an academy that costs us, like, what was it, 50 million? How much did we invest into the Bayern campus? We have pitches and all that. Bro, and our youngsters just end up nowhere. Like, no one in our current team actually came from our academy, apart from Mulla. But that was before we spent 50 million on our academy. Mulla only came up because of Louis van Gaal. Nah, Nagelsmann, if you want to make history at Bayern, I need Paul Vanner to become the next Mesut Ozil, bro. He needs to be. I need him to, well, not in terms of controversy, in terms of ability. That's the only way to change it. You need players like Paul Vanner to come through. We keep signing good youngsters, but they just never develop and mold into something. Musiala is a Chelsea guy and a Southampton guy. He's not a Bayern Munich, like, born and bred. I mean, he played for our second team for a few weeks and months, but he didn't really improve in the second. I'd argue Musiala improved more in our first team than he did during his 1 year or so playing for Bayern 2. I'd argue that. And I'd argue that with anyone. I think his footballing ability has improved drastically compared to where it was when he first debuted for. I guess, yeah, first team experience improves your development. Oh my gosh, Florian Wirtz has a sister, and her name is Julian Wirtz. Dude, I would have never guessed that. What's with Leverkusen and just, they have so many good youngsters, man. They lost a Wirtz, and Wirtz just came through like no one's business and just had a breakout season. Yeah, our academy, man. Several Bundesliga clubs have better academy programs than their first teams. That is kind of true. George, views on Livakovic for Bayern. I gave my opinion. I'll kind of give it again. I think Neubau should try everything to get back, and if he can't, then Livakovic is probably our best option. I think he's doing well for Croatia. Croatia don't mind going to penalties because they know that guy's he's gonna save. He's gonna save us. That's what they do. So. Dude, I really would love to see Paul Vanner perform. Florian Wirtz is back. My bowlers are back, boys. My bowlers are popping back on the radar. But yeah, let's see what happens, bro. But our academy, like I was saying, needs some revisionism. I mean, we're not doing well. I mean, we have 0 players in our team that were born and bred from the Bayern system. Just none. Alphonso Davies, we brought him in to be a winger. He played for our second team for a few games as a winger, didn't really impress. And then by just mere coincidence, he started a game at left back because Boateng got injured and we didn't have any center back options. So Alaba had to move to left center back and Davies had to move to left back. And he impressed. And ever since then, we need something here at this club, man. We need something different. We need a change, bro. We need to change our ways. Oh, you know what I'm happy about? Davies getting that hamstring injury and not being out for extended times. He could have missed the World Cup, man. That would have been so sad. He tore small fiber, and yeah, the dude is blessed that wasn't worse. Ronaldo is without club. That's sad. Wait, we could get CR7 for free. Nah, they have to pay me to want CR7 at Bayern. Look at Messi, man. At his age, he's still cooking. I'm seeing. You guys see what Real Madrid did? They bought Endrick. I know there were some Bayern fans who were like, why'd you spend that much money? The same people that were asking us why we spent money on Matisse Tell. Dude, Madrid aren't stupid like Barcelona. They're not. Madrid aren't dumb. They know what they're doing. So, between Goretzka, Kimmich, Sabitzer, and Gravenberch, who should leave the club? Yeah, man, let's just sell Kimmich. Give off. Oh, come on. Why even put Goretzka and Kimmich there? Clearly, Goretzka's never going to leave us. I think Sabitzer should probably get sold. Gravenberch should not leave. He's talented, bro. He has talent oozing through him. It's so interesting to see a new goalkeeper for Bayern this season. Yeah, that might be weird. It might be weird. You might be like, Neuer, come out of your goal, man. And he's just standing there. Oh, shoot, that's not Neuer. That's Livakovic. Still confident on beating PSG? Yeah, man. PSG is a team full of scrubs, man. I think Marquinhos will bottle it again. See, I respect PSG's new sporting director, Luis Campos. I think he has a mission and he's a smart guy. He's recruiting better, but PSG is always going to be a team of egos and not an actual footballing team. So, yeah, I think that's the thing. PSG will never be at that level. No. I know they're good. They're capable of doing good things, but PSG is a team that can score 10 goals one day and then the next day lose to some random team, right? Sabitzer should leave. Oh, thanks for the super chat, by the way. Top man, get there. Wait, top man, get here. Get he. Bruh, nah, man. It don't. I thought it was a sentence or something. Sabitzer is not Bayern level. He's Dortmund Leipzig level. That's true. Stop talking for Madrid like all Bayern. Dude, the thing is, we respect Real Madrid. Endrick for 70 million will either turn out to be a big out transfer or, oh my gosh, Liverpool are close to getting Enzo Fernandez. That might actually be that might be a good signing for Liverpool. I'd hate that because Enzo Fernandez, man, he's 21. He's so good. Boys, man, why can't Bayern sign that guy? Why we got to go for what's his name? For freaking Laimer, man. Enzo Fernandez he's so good, bro. Oh. I mean, he did lose his man for that last goal, but, they won the game. And he controls the midfield so well. He's so complete. He's good on the ball, good. He has that Southern American thing in him, so he can just put in a tackle. But yeah, man, Liverpool signing him would be such an upgrade on Henderson and all these bums. Imagine Thiago and Fernandez in the same. Bro, it'd be crazy. Enzo Fernandez can give Thiago more freedom to, dribble out of the back. It would also provide Liverpool with versatility and some much needed different styles of play because they always play the same balls. So Enzo can change it for them. Why did we let go of Perisic? I do terrible things to see him back in a Bayern shirt. Bring him back as cover for Davies next season. Nah, I don't want Perisic back. It was a thing we needed to do in 2020. Perisic is crazy good, man. He's only 33. Which, in football years these days isn't that old. I mean, the guy could still play at 37. He's that kind of player. He doesn't rely too much on his pace. He's technically adequate enough. I think Spurs will probably end up giving him a, permanent contract or something for maybe up until 2024. That ship sailed. I think we should have signed Perisic. We should have spent but Inter, was it Inter at the time? Yeah, was it? It was Inter, right? Was it in? Yeah, Inter Milan were asking way too much money. It was just, it was kind of weird. They were asking us to, pay. We first of all, we paid a loan fee of like 5 million euros, and then they were asking for, to sign him permanently for like 30 million or something ridiculous. Which, now that wouldn't have been that bad. But I think maybe 15 million. It's not like we didn't want to. Brazo definitely wanted to. It's just, it was too much money. Why would you spend that much? Inter were trying to profit out of it. But now I think, wait, he's actually at Spurs on a free transfer. Oh my gosh. So Inter could have gotten 15 million for him. Instead, they lost him for free. Wow. To be fair, he won them a title, so they'll take that. He made them Italian champions. What's up, Bayern Munich? Inter wanted like 18 million. Nah, there was like sources saying it was 25 million plus 5 million in add-ons. But yeah, I do remember the sources saying it was 18 million, and we were only wanting to go up to 15 million. I think we probably wanted to offer 10 million, to be honest. The max we would have offered. At the time he was 30, almost 31. That wouldn't have been a great deal, like to spend over 15 million on Perisic. It would have sounded bad, but now it actually sounds like it could have been a good deal. There was like 10 sources. One was saying 5 million. Some were saying 20 million. It was just weird. What do you think? Do we need any of them? I don't know what I read. Inter asked 17. Brazo said only 12. Who will replace Neuer in the CL? Okay, maybe I'm mistaken then, because that's two people saying the same thing. Because I remember some Italian sources saying Inter wanted like 25 million plus 5 million in add-ons, and it was just blah, 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 blah. Maybe I'm talking about something else. I don't know. Bellingham better. Between Laimer? Well, Bellingham is better than Laimer. There's no debate. Like Bellingham is levels above Laimer. Duh. Like that. If you ever see me argue against that, I've lost my damn mind. All right. Elon wants me to pay him $8 a month. Should I pay Elon Musk $8 a month, boys? I'm gonna pay Elon Musk $8 a month. We're gonna pay Elon. Elon, you're getting my money. Elon's getting my money. All right. What's my card? I gotta get my card, bro. I want that blue check for BayernNow. I want to be verified. Shoot. Y'all might see my card. All right. I got it. Oh, no. Okay, good. I'm actually like purchasing something live as we speak. Yeah, it's good. Nah, I'm actually paying for a blue check, man. All right, I paid. Cool. All right, thank you everyone so much for watching. BayernNow rebrand 2023. Hey, if you've been following this channel for like 2+ years, you guys know what I used to do. Like randomly the logo changes. Randomly, I think I'm fine with this. People always complain, oh, we need 5 stars. You want me to go into Photoshop, make the other stars smaller. Oh shoot, I could just add the final star at the bottom, and that might actually make sense. Or just get rid of the stars. I don't think people actually notice this, but man, bro, I'm so creative. It's weird. Let me tell you the story about the logo. I made the logo. Oh, yeah, I was about to tell you, Rahard. So what happened was I tweeted on Twitter and Instagram. I posted, "Hey, I want to make a logo. If you're a graphic designer, talk to me. I got a few people to talk." This one dude from Nigeria was like, "Yo, I want to help you make the logo." And I was like, "Well, he's Nigerian. I might help out a nice old brother from overseas. I might, pay his bills for a month by I was going to give him good money too, like whatever he made." And he comes back with this basic, stupid, whatever the hell I saw. It was terrible. It was terrible. I gave him the concept. I gave him the idea. And I said, "Hey, just, make it Bayern Munich inspired. Give me a few different options." Bro, it was stupid bad, man. I wanted to puke. I was like, "Bro, should I show you?" I don't care. He's not going to know. Dog, I'm telling you, it was the worst thing I've ever seen. I thought, oh my gosh. I was like, "Bro, this is why you don't have water, bro. This is why you don't have water in Africa, bro. Like, bro, you gave me this logo after I offered to pay you money." Boys, I'm not kidding. I found it. I think should be here somewhere. Oh my gosh, I still remember it. And the funny thing is, after he made that logo, I was like, "I'm not using this crap, man. Like, this is it. This is the most, oh my gosh. Look at that. I made the middle thing. It was, no. That wasn't even the first one. That was the one he got inspired from me. This is the first one he made. This is the freaking first one he made, bro. A star. A star, my dude. A star. I gave him the Mia San Mia thing in the middle. He made this one as a mock-up. Like, it was one of the options he gave me. Patrick Star, bro. This ain't Nickelodeon. Oh my gosh. This guy was trying to kill me. And then he made this one, which wasn't bad. Like, it's not that bad, right? The problem, oh shoot, I'm just showing this my man's business. I don't care, bro. You suck. I paid him. I still paid him for his time. Dude, BayernNow, it's not the worst. It has the low, but it just looked too basic. So I was like, nah, I can't do this. This is one of the options. He took my old logo and just drew that. Bro, it was so bad, man. And then I discovered he went on a website, looked up logo concept. Oh my boys, that's not even the first one I was. Oh my gosh. No. Here. Boys. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about this. Now, these were the first ones that made me go, this guy ain't serious. Look at this. Imagine if this is the BayernNow logo. Actually, I wouldn't mind using that like as a, like on the side, like, it's not bad. If I had like a green screen, I could use that, put it all over the place. This was one of the mock-ups, bro. This dude, this black man with no water in Africa wanted to do this to the channel. Y'all seeing? Are you seeing what was going on? I was like, dude, I can't do this. Like an American eagle on a barn. Yeah, it was all over the place. So I said, I'm going to make my logo. It took me like seconds, bro. I learned the concept and I said, all right, I want it to be shaped like this. I built out the thing. I made the lines. I drew everything out the way I wanted. I was like, I want the Allianz Arena, but I want to make it like. So I literally painted Mia San Mia. You know how the Allianz Arena. That's actually this part of the logo is the Allianz Arena, like the circle. It's the Allianz Arena drawn out. I literally had to draw everything in there, and I put Mia San Mia, like using the yes, man. Y'all would be say so. Yeah, that I'm not gonna do a rebrand. That takes too long. Looks like a chicken shop logo. He got paid from a cartoon company to put this. Yeah, so I did pay him. I gave him some money. He could use that for his life, I guess. But never again, right? Never again, boys. I will never experience that profound sadness again. I will never experience it again, man. It's just never going to happen. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia, send me and peace. If you think about it, the current logo is shaped like George. That don't make sense. Like, how can I be shocked? Oh, okay, like, oh, broad shoulders, big head, and then the big eyes. I get it, you freaking bastard.